I see that there are a lot of women who are actually falling out with the men in their lives because these men refused to vote for Kamala Harris. There was a young lady that actually wished unaliving on a young man because he refused to support Kamala Harris. Now, most of the dialogue that I have noticed has not been that extreme, but there are women that are falling out with their men, that they're dating or, whatever, their brothers, cousins, homeboys, uncles, like dads, like they are really mad at these men because these men refuse to vote for Kamala Harris. But I just don't think it's wise to alienate our men or tear down our men or push them away from us because they refuse to support a candidate that we want to support. And
they've been doing that.
Black women are falling out with the men in their lives over voting for Kamala.
It's because black women are the new white men. I don't know how many more times I have to tell y'all this.
No, you can't. Black men are the new white men.
Y'all want to be white men and y'all want to be black women.
That's
y'all
black men.
From both of them. You're right.
Black women are the new white men.
Go ahead, say it again, 2K.
Black women are the new white men. What do that sound familiar? Hey, you gonna vote or we gonna get you when the sun go down. Black women are out of control. I've been saying it since I've been on this show. And ain't nobody gonna check it. I'm super sorry, but it is the truth. Who else get to laugh at somebody's death? Who else get to laugh at somebody's assassination attempt? Nobody does these egregious things but black women. Nobody says nothing. You know why? Because they are doing the work of the white man.
Why are nobody saying anything to black women though?
Because
I never understand these arguments. And this is just me being honest. I don't understand them.
Because for so long, y'all can't nobody tell y'all nothing. The only thing that could stop you pit bulls is when you slap on the nose. Now we can't do that no more.
Okay, so
why can't anybody tell black women anything though? Nobody can ever why?
It's safe to say
what is it about black men that's not warranting any type of respect from?
I
know, but I'm just trying to pull just some,
No. Let me ask you a question, Molly.
Educated now, y'all want to listen now. Yeah, I mean,
let me ask you a question.
I'm being devil's advocate. I just want to see.
Have you ever tried to negotiate with these women that's on this panel? Some of these times. Do they listen to you? No.
I don't say anything, but I'm not a man and I'm not a black man. So my thing is from a black man's perspective, though.
Okay, so
I don't understand.
As for me,
because white men can't get a lot of their women under control either, but I don't hear the same conversation.
Well, white women is just chameleons.
Talk about it. They're definitely having the conversation.
They hide it better. But have you ever seen any
not like black people though
that I've ever? All right, forget that. Have you ever seen a black woman in general submit after being checked by her man?
Yes.
When?
It depends on the man. It depends on the man.
No,
you said what?
No. So
it do depend on the man. If the dude they boss, that's about it. If the nigga paid him.
No. I'm talking about a woman that got a difference of opinion, and then she get checked. And then you seen her switch her position and change, and then go over to what the man was saying.
Yeah, I've seen it on Clubhouse.
Hell no.
I've seen it on here.
I think relationships like that, the dynamics were already off. The woman was already in that dominant position as it was, though. She's probably the breadwinner.
Let me give y'all an example.
Y'all may be.
Oh, no. Exhibit.
Trigger.
Just wanted to give y'all a preview. Exhibit A.
Okay, but she's not all black women. Y'all gotta stop.
Bro, come on, Q. You've been doing this with me too long.
Just on the basis because it seemed like black men have become the new white supremacists. I don't even hear white men talk about black women as much as black men talk about the race of women that they were literally birthed from.
You be around white men, so
let me give you a history.
White
men are getting a different version of y'all too.
No.
Not all of them.
No.
Y'all
all so wrong. Y'all don't realize that white men lost their women first. They was the original simps. They was the original passport bros. They the original simps. They're the ones that fell first. What you largely see in
So why do black men follow in white men's footsteps?
Listen. I don't know if y'all familiar with it, and Molly, you may not be familiar, but there are segments on YouTube that are way worse as far as how white men are communicating as far as what's going wrong. White men created the whole group of MGTOW, men going their own way. White men are the ones that started complaining about their women first, way before we started to get a voice. Listen. White men been getting their ass kicked for so long, and they outwardly, they visibly, and it's not just white men, it's Asian men, it's white men, it's men on all spectrums are complaining about what the fuck is happening. If y'all are saying that y'all don't hear from it, it's just that you not familiar with what's going on in these segments. But I will tell you that it is white men all across the board. They the leaders. It's the Rollo Tomasis. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know.
Leading the way. We just start getting the wave.
So it's white women and black women acting up now?
It's Western culture.
No, it's not.
What about the male feminists, though? What about the men who support the feminist agenda? Because it's a lot. Y'all love to see boobs.
The ones that started to lose their households. Those were the dudes that said "happy wife, happy life." Those are the guys that lost it in the beginning. They are the ones. I'm telling you, it is not. This issue is not a color specific issue. This is something that is happening in Western culture in general. We speak about it because everybody up here just so happen to be black.
But why do some of y'all make it seem like it's just black women?
Because they don't know any
That's the only type of women that they've been dealing with.
If that's the only type of women,
if most guys is only mainly dealing with black women and their experience from the time that they born with their mother all the way up into the women that they dealing with as far as their baby mamas have been black, what do you think that they're gonna speak on?
That's all they can speak on. And then a lot of them don't be knowing for real. Like you have people say, "Oh, white people, they don't do this over there." Yes, they do. You just don't be over there with them to see it.
They do. They just don't have so much open.
They do
dysfunction.
They do.
They have
it's very open.
You ever been to a white bar? You ever been to a white bar? You'll see a lot of
these
white
guys are talking about.
Well, I'm talking about as far as family dynamics. Their family dynamics are
it's just
a little bit different.
That's why they created the whole. Listen, y'all need to go and watch it. I think it's on Amazon Prime. It's called Men Going MGTOW. Men something I forgot. Oh, it's called
Original Red Pill. Men going their own way.
Don't watch that shit. That's all white men. That's the thing that made it famous. It's all
I have to ask these questions because it's like the only opportunity I have to, especially to hear from like Anton and just the perspective of it all. Because I don't have these conversations in my house.
No, I feel you. You're just asking the questions. But I mean, listen, it is a thing. Q acting crazy like she don't understand what's going on.
Oh no.
It just seems like black men are becoming the new white male supremacists, like just from my perspective.
We're not being silent no more, and because we talking about it.
Miley, my question to you is:
want us to shut the fuck up?
How can a black man take lead in 2024? And please do not tell me by talking. That ain't been working. So the ball in your court. I'm here to learn, Molly.
Why can't men lead?
Oh no. Let Molly teach.
Okay, ask me that question one more time because I really don't understand why. Go ahead.
How can men police up women in 2024? Police up is just another word for.
Well, I don't know. I think it might be too late. The women are so masculine. I don't know. I really don't. You're gonna have to find a woman that is probably down here compared to where you are in certain aspects.
So I think a lot of y'all compare masculinity to aggression too. Just because you aggressive and talk don't mean you masculine. You just aggressive as fuck.
No, I understand that. I understand. And then I notice, especially watching media and TV, like the times that I do watch stuff on TV, it's a lot of feminism pushed. It's a lot of you don't need a man. You don't need anybody telling you what to do. Like you're strong by yourself. Like you don't need help. It's a lot of it. It's just a lot of propaganda.
It's like y'all don't see y'all. Like my wife, she always say, "Why?" She my daughter Ivy. She like, "Why Ivy don't listen?" I was like, "You don't listen." I was like, "She get it from you." Like y'all don't know that y'all doing it until it's too late. It's like men, we want to see y'all bump y'all head, but the man in us won't let y'all. And until we allow y'all to really bump y'all head, Kamala being president, y'all ain't gonna see. But it's too late. It's kind of like your girl taking you for granted for being a good nigga. If she go out there and test the streets and get dogged out, she learned a lesson. But after that, you can't come back here. It's like I want you to learn a lesson without going out there and putting your pussy in the street. Y'all don't listen, bro. Like
I agree. I wholeheartedly
and that's
agree.
Not just to men. They didn't listen to their mamas and daddies when they ran off at like 18, 19 years old and started being rebellious. They've been not listening. So it's like some of the shit that they going through now, they mom and them told them back in the day not to do, and they didn't listen to her. They went on their own way, didn't listen to their mom and them. Now they in the situations they in. And that's not every woman, but
yeah. Well, when do y'all stand y'all ground and stop acquiescing to women's attitudes and just say, I don't care?
One thing I think that men need to do is start only fucking.
And this is not y'all, I'm just speaking.
Yeah. No, I feel you. One thing I think men need to start doing and stop doing is start fucking women that respect you. There's too many men out here just fucking women that don't respect them. For one.
Nope, wrong.
What you think, Anton?
I think that part of it is the fact that all the things that we've been saying as far as women just being disrespectful. I think another part of it is y'all keep talking about fucking, but y'all not talking about being respected. The first way that you got to go about being respected, because two things can be true at the same time. Women can absolutely be disrespectful and they could be out of control. But then at the same time, it's hard for me to say that she should respect you when all you looking at her as is somebody that's a fuck buddy. Mm-hmm. And so, I think that you also have to be the thing that you would want your daughter to grow up and marry. And I don't think that that's what it is. I think that in a way, we all fucked up as a community because we want our cake and eat it too. And so, for example, for you to say, well, only fuck these type of women, that doesn't warrant respect.
Mm-hmm. What you mean?
What do you mean? What I mean? You don't understand what I'm saying?
Okay, so when I say fuck, I'm just saying only deal with. Maybe I ought to say the only date, only deal with. I'm just saying fuck, but
you didn't say only marry. You said only fuck with.
That's just slang. Me just saying. Fuck but you have to date before you get married. You just don't meet somebody and say, hey baby, let's go get married. So you still have to date and court something. You still have to date and court somebody. I don't know how nobody else nobody else going about
you married or you not.
But you should only date and deal with women that respect you. And so, because everything you said was surrounded around disrespect and getting respect or making sure you're giving out the respect that you want back. So if you're only dealing with people that respect you, you're gonna end up with somebody that respects you.
No. Listen. You. I hate to say this, but y'all dealing with a whole bunch of fucking women.
That's true.
You said what?
Y'all dealing with a whole bunch of women.
What you mean?
Multi-dating. That's what he's talking about. You multi-dating.
You dealing with a bunch of women. Okay, yeah.
What about that?
I mean,
what about the men that are raising feminist women? What do you guys do about that? Because that's happening a lot. And I can attest because I know for a fact I was raised by a man who didn't treat me like a boy, but his way, I think, of keeping some of the boys away from me was to have me be boyish and a little bit masculine and very.
I don't know how we do studs too, but
no, I wasn't no stud, but you know what I'm saying. I'm just
girl from Love and Basketball got hit.
Yeah, them studs be creamers, but that's a story for another day.
But I mean, hold on. Let's get back to the original core.
Yeah,
right? The original thing was, and Molly asked really good questions. The original thing is the fact that Black women and men are falling out over the fact that women are upset at the fact that the men is not voting the way that they want them to vote.
Yeah.
And I don't understand when y'all fucking get a choice in y'all household. I don't understand that shit. I just don't get it.
Say that
When did
again.
y'all start getting choices? Like, I understand discussions, I understand that, but when y'all start
getting some in the
I don't
eye.
understand
making
how
the
you
final
can vote
decision.
differently than the person that's the leader in your household. That means that you don't trust his judgment.
Yeah.
No,
Right.
so
It's too many 50-50 relationships. That's probably part of y'all men's problem. Y'all hate to hear it, but it's the truth.
I'm a part of
Women are gonna be feeling like they're half the man when they're. I mean, okay, not to make it about that, but
I'm
we
a,
have to be honest. These women are falling out with their men because they feel equal to him.
But you don't. It doesn't matter the responsibilities that you're sharing financially. That should never disregard the man. At the end of the day, however y'all are doing your household finances has nothing to do with it. At the end of the day, he's still a man. And that shouldn't take away from it. That mentality is the problem. Is because women
But
think,
that's the mentality that's going around, though.
That mentality is why P. Diddy got all those sex trafficking charges. Because they chasing that bag.
Anton said something earlier that I really resonate with. And we as women, we do, it's in our genetics to want to be led. And I feel like a lot of times we're not following our men is because they're not leading the way that we feel deep down in our genes and our soul. And so and then when we feel like we're equal because they're not doing.
But Tiffany, y'all daddies went around. Y'all don't even know what a leader is. Like
my daddy was around. Actually, I had a lot of. Well, I'm not saying.
See, you had a lot of leadership that let me know
it's the black men that don't have fathers.
Yeah, it's the black men that don't have fathers.
Okay, so bear with me. So all right, now you got a black man and me. I'm a black man who had to find out how to lead on his own. I'm making my mistakes, but I'm leading. Okay.
Yeah.
The last thing I need on my journey of leading is somebody in the back questioning me.
Good point. Yeah, you're absolutely right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a first generation of leader because my daddy won there. And then I got somebody in the back. I don't know where I'm going, but I'm going to get us there. But you in the back got me second guessing everything when in reality, you just need to shut up because you still alive.
But some men,
I got us this far.
Men show that alpha male attitude like you and Anton. Y'all show that alpha male leader, but some men don't show that. And that makes a wiggle room. I don't want to say wiggle room, but that leaves room for us to feel like, okay, he not right there where he need to be. He ain't strong enough, or he ain't say something when he should have said something, or he ain't do this when he was supposed to do this. So now I feel like I got to step up my game.
Masculine. That right there is the masculine mentality that we have to break in our women, because you shouldn't be second guessing anything that he's saying, and even if you were, you wouldn't be voicing that because that literally is demeaning his entire position.
When you second guess it, it's because in my opinion, it's because they're making decisions that aren't correct.
Tiff, check this out. Let me help you know if you have a problem.
Okay.
Have your man ever been driving and you point out parks for him to go to?
Parking spots.
They go, park right there. You ever did that before?
I do that with everybody.
See, look, and that's the problem. You ain't ready to follow, baby.
I am ready to follow. I love.
Hold on, Tiff. The nigga got you from the house to the grocery store, and then you wait till he get in the parking lot and then try to take over something.
Right.
I mean, do that sometimes and not all the time. But
I'm
gonna tell you the truth, okay? I love being led. You know what I'm saying? But I am a dominant female sometimes, and if I see that
some of y'all just need a dude with two fingers though. Just that. I ain't
you're absolutely right.
Just that.
And just real quick, I just wanted to touch on the point about like how the white community, their conversations. There is a podcast called the Whatever Podcast by Brian Atlas, and he literally is a white version of Fresh and Fit. He literally calls out white women. He literally does the entire rundown about white relationships and everything like that. So the dynamics and the conversations.
Does he say white women though?
He literally says white.
The whole panel is white women.
His whole panel is white women. Yes, it is.
But no.
But does he say white women the way black men say black women?
So
that's what I'm saying. So it's like,
because I feel like when I hear from white men, it's more generalized.
It's very general. Trust me, I know.
That is a very
Kim, so that's the difference. We got the black podcast always calling out black women this, black women that. I watched the whatever. It'd be funny.
But they love white girls. So I'm like, what do you care?
Black man,
that host never says,
okay, so
white women do this.
Right. I've never heard it.
That's probably just an assumption because you see a white man talking about women.
Let Lisa go because her mic a little low. Go ahead, Lisa.
Dang, can you guys hear me?
No, I can hear Lisa good.
Yeah, rock it out.
No, I was gonna say basically his whole rhetoric is just really OnlyFans and prostitutes. That's really all of his rhetoric, but he never pinpoints black, white women. Now, majority of his panel is white women, but he has black women on there too. He's
that's literally the same concept. It's the same concept of conversation.
It's the same concept, but we do have to be honest to be like, you know what? Yeah, they do. Like when you see more predominantly black panels, men are calling out black women. Women are calling out black. We're specifying it. Like, look, we got to be fair on that. Like,
yeah,
because
let's be honest.
We do that in general.
Let's be honest.
Black businesses, black this, black that, black.
Y'all are the most abrasive.